We have a strength workout today. It's going to be pull strength, working on back and biceps. We're just going to get a quick little warm up. Hands up overhead. We're going to reach, drop to the right, back to center, drop to the left, center, right, center, left, center. We're just going to open up those arms, getting some big circles all the way up overhead. Good. All right, we're going to drop it over. Feeling that backside quick. You can shift those hips side to side. Then we're going to take it into that walkout. In that walkout, we're going to drive that foot forward. We're going to open up, reaching, looking through those fingertips, back to high plank. Left foot steps forward. We open up that chest, looking through those fingertips, back to high plank. Right foot steps forward, open it up, reaching, back to high plank. Left foot steps forward, open it up, back to high plank. Go ahead and take it into that downward dog, pedal it out. Good, drop to those knees. We're gonna do some cat-cow. So we're gonna arch through that back. Then we're gonna dip, looking through to that wall. Arch, dip, look through. All the way up, arch, look through. One more, arch it up. Look through. We're going to get about 4 thread the needles. Right arm threads through, dropping that shoulder. Keeping those hips high, back to all fours. Left foot drives through. Back to all fours. Right. Dropping that elbow, or that shoulder. Back to all fours. Left arm threads through. Back to all fours. Good. All right. So our format, we're starting on the floor. We have 2 exercises. They're going to be 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. The first round is going to be on that mat. You're going to need 2 dumbbells. First one, you're just going to need a single dumbbell. We are doing an overhead pull. So 1 single dumbbell. We have that overhead pull. Soft bend. Finding center, overhead, finding center. From there, you have 26 seconds to transition. We have a tabletop renegade row. So you're in that tabletop, knees are off the ground, and we're getting that renegade row for 40 seconds. All right, starting with that overhead pull. Ready? And go. So back is on the mat, that low back is pressed against that mat, overhead pull. We drop, we extend it, finding that neutral over that chest, overhead pull, driving it back to center. Slow and controlled on that drop. Belly button is pulled in. And stop. You have 20 seconds. Go ahead and make your way. We are going to be in that tabletop. Those knees are going to be hovering off that mat for that renegade row. Modification, you can ground those knees. 40 seconds, ready? And go. We are up. We have a renegade row, right. Renegade row, left. Keeping those hips square to the floor. driving those dumbbells to that rib cage, keeping that belly button pulled in. Good. Squeeze. We're staying in that hover for 40 seconds. Not allowing those knees to drop. Again, modification. You can ground those knees. And stop. Nice job. We are back to our back. We are back to that overhead pull starting round 2. You have 10 seconds. Finding that dumbbell. Ready? And go. So again, soft bend through those arms. We lower, we drive it back. Drop it, drive. We're pulling that dumbbell back to that chest. Lowering, drive it. Good. Soft bend. Lower back is staying glued to that mat, belly button pulled in. You've knocked out 30 seconds. You have 10 seconds to go. And stop. Nice job. Rolling it over. Again, going into that tabletop hover with that renegade row. 40 seconds of work. All right, here we go. Load it up and go. So we row right. Rowing that dumbbell to that rib cage. We squeeze. Slow and control on that lower. Squeeze. Slow and control on the lower. Alternating that row. Knees stay in hover. Again, modification, you can ground those knees. Stay in it. Belly button is staying pulled in. Draw that core in. 10 seconds. And stop. Lower those knees. Nice job. We are back to our backs for our third and final round, starting with that overhead pull. Go ahead and load up that single dumbbell and go. So overhead pull. Soft bend through those arms. Back is glued to that mat. You're going to feel it through that upper back. You're also going to feel it through those shoulders, that chest a little bit, those assisting muscles. Good. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Roll it over. We're going into that hover renegade row in that tabletop to finish out round 3. All right, ready? Load it up. And knees off the ground. We row right, squeezing, keeping those hips square to the mat. Drive. Drive, good. Belly button is staying pulled in. Again, modification, you can ground those knees. Nice job, continuing to work through it. 10 seconds. Hips square, belly button pulled in. We squeeze, we pinch as we row. And stop. Nice work. 20 seconds, go ahead and shake it out. Quick drink if you need one. We are moving on. We're coming to upright. We are going into 3 30-second exercises. It's going to be a combined, and then we're going to break it down into right, left. So our first exercise, we have 2 upright rows. From those 2 upright rows, you're going into a crossbody curl right, crossbody curl left. Okay, so you have 2 crossbody curls, 2 upright rows. Then we're going to drop 1 dumbbell. We're going into a right left. So it's an upright row to a crossbody curl, right side for 30, left side for 30. 3 rounds, starting with 2 upright rows to 2 crossbody curls. Ready? And go. So finding a weight that's going to be doable, that's going to be challenging through that lift. We drive it up for 2. Slow and controlled on that lower. Lead with those elbows. Then we have those 2 crossbody curls. We're bringing that dumbbell across that body. The head of that dumbbell hits that shoulder. And then we release. Leading with those elbows on those upright rows and switch. So we have a right upright row into a crossbody curl. Slow and controlled, good. Drive, lead with that elbow. Lower, crossbody curl, nice job. Here for 30 seconds. Lower, crossbody, 5 seconds, we switch. And switch, left hand, drive. Slow and control on that lower. No, notice I'm not allowing that dumbbell to crash. We drive it up. We work it on the negative. Crossbody curl, release, drive. Good. Allowing that single dumbbell to be challenging. And stop. Set it down. You have 15 seconds. We're back to that double. 2 upright rows to 2 crossbody curls. Go ahead and load it up. Ready? And go. So we drive 2 upright rows. Lead with those elbows. Pull all the way up. Then we cross right. We cross left. Slow and controlled. Drive 2 upright rows. Drive it. Squeeze. Keeping that core activated. Release. Good. And switch. Right hand has that dumbbell. We go into single. Upright row to crossbody curl. Upright row. Slow and control in that release. Crossbody curl. Drive. Nice work. 5 seconds. We go to that left hand and switch. Same thing. Drive it. Release. Crossbody curl. Leading with that elbow. We are getting that squeeze through those shoulder blades at the top. Squeeze through those shoulder blades. Then we get into that bicep. Lots of back and bicep this morning. Finding that fatigue. Drive it up. Lower and stop. You have 15 seconds. Go ahead and shake it out. We are in our 3rd and final round of this set. Those 2 upright rows to 2 crossbody curls. Load it up. Ready? And go. So we drive. Leading with those elbows for 2. Once we get those 2 upright rows, keeping those dumbbells off that body for those curls. Again, then driving it right back up. Those elbows lead the way, getting that pinch at the top through those shoulder blades. Drive right, drive left, and switch. Right hand has that dumbbell. We load. Single upright row to single crossbody curl. Up, squeeze, drive it. Good. All the way up, lead with that elbow, lower, hit that shoulder, and switch. All the way up. Slow and control in that lower cross-body curl. Drive it up. Good. Cross-body. Going at your own pace. Keeping that core activated through that lift. And stop. Nice job. Dumbbells down, shake it out. Grab a quick drink if you need one. We are back to two 40-second exercises. So 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds off. We have 3 rounds. So our first one, those dumbbells are going to be in front of that body. Wrists are facing out. Those elbows are not going to be dug into those sides. They're going to be pinned, okay? So we have an alternating curl. So we go right, left, then we go together. So it's right, left, together, curl for 40 seconds. Second 40 seconds, dumbbells are coming next to those sides, and we're going into a hammer curl. So getting into those biceps for this 40-20 round, starting with those alternating curls. Ready? And go. Load it up. So again, wrists are facing out. We curl right. We curl left. Then we curl together. So allowing those dumbbells to be in front of that body allows you to stay in that bicep. Even when you are resting on that off. So right, left hand is still, or the left bicep still working. Left, right bicep still working. Then you're driving them up together. Good. Making sure those elbows are pinned, not dug into those sides. Those elbows aren't helping you. Good, and stop. 20 seconds. You can shake it out, set it down. We are going into hammer curls. 5 seconds. Grab those weights, load it up, and go. So hammer curl. Again, we're not allowing the momentum of that down movement. So we're not swinging that curl, allowing for that momentum, okay? Lower it. Find that hard stop. Hard stop. Drive it back up. Hard stop. Drive. Good. Again, keeping those elbows pinned. A lot of times when we want to help assist, we try to drive those elbows out to get that weight up. If you're having to do that, your weight is too heavy. Control through that bicep and stop. Nice job. Dumbbells down. Shake it out. We are back for our starting round 2. Alternating curl to together curl. Ready? Load it up and go. So we curl right. We curl left. Then we curl together. Good. Right. Left. Then together. Nice job. Staying in that bicep. Not allowing those wrists to start to curl in. Keep them in that neutral position. Feeling strong through those biceps, through that lift, and stop. 20 seconds. Then we go into those hammer curls for 40. Laura's putting in extra credit. We're going into hammer curls and go. Hammer curls. Drive it up to those shoulders. Drive. We lower, 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 drive. Working that bicep, both directions. Good. Drive. You got this, keeping that core engaged. That core is assisting through that lift, keeping That body upright, that body steady. And stop. Dumbbells down. Shake it out. We are in our third and final round. Curls into hammer curls. All right, load it up. Dumbbells face or wrist face out and go. We curl right. We curl left. Curl together. Nice job. Keeping those dumbbell or those elbows pinned at those sides, staying in that bicep through that alternating lift. And stop. Nice job. Shake it. Hammer curls to finish out. You got this. Defining those biceps. All right, load it up. And go. Hammer curls, finishing out this 40 seconds. All the way up. Slow and control on that lower. Drive. Good. 40 seconds. You're already halfway there. Keeping those elbows pinned. And stop. Dumbbells down, nice job. Go ahead and grab a drink if you need one. Shake it out. We are going to a 30-30-30 group again. This one, again, is going to be that double into that right, left. First exercise. So we have reverse grip rows. So wrists are facing out, we're dropping over. So we have 2 reverse grip rows. When you get to 2 rows, you're going to stand it up into 2 curls. We're right back to those biceps. Then we lower for those 2 rows. From there, you are doing a row. We stand it, hammer curl. Drop it over, row, neutral row, hammer curl, okay? So starting with those 2 reverse grip rows to 2 curls. Ready? And go. So we drop, squeeze, squeeze. As we drive those dumbbells, we're getting that pinch through that back side. Then we stand it up. We're into those 2 curls. Drop. Belly button stays pulled in for those 2 rows. We stand it, we drive for 2 curls. And switch. So we have a single row. We stand to a curl. We drop. We row. We stand. We hammer curl. Good. Drop it over. Belly button stays pulled in. Drive it to that rib cage. And switch. Left hand has that dumbbell. Same thing. Be intentional in those squeezes. Row it. Curl it. Drive. Row. Stand it. Hammer curl. Nice job, you guys. And stop. Dumbbell down. You have 15 seconds. We are back to those 2 reverse grip rows to 2 curls. All right, go ahead and load it up. Wrist face out and go. Squeeze for 2. 2 reverse grip rows. Keep that belly button pulled in. We stand it up for those 2 bicep curls. Elbows continue to stay pinned at those sides for those curls. We drop it back over for those 2 reverse grip rows. Squeeze, squeezing through those shoulder blades. Every rep counts. Find that lift. And switch. Going into a single row to a single curl. Core staying pulled in. Row it, curl it. If you need to put your hand on that belly button, core, curl. Otherwise, you can have that hand at that hip, straight down, whatever feels comfortable. We row it, we hammer. And switch. 30 seconds left side. You got this. Drop it, row it into that hammer curl. Squeeze. Every rep gets that squeeze. And stop. Nice job. Dumbbell down. 15 seconds. Shake it out. We are back for that reverse grip row. All right, load it up. 2 reverse grip rows, 2 curls, and go. So we row for 2. Squeeze. We stand it for 2 curls. We drop it back over for 2 rows. Squeeze. Stand it for 2 curls. So 2 reverse grip rows, 2 curls, continuous for 30 seconds. And switch. Drive right, row right, stand it, hammer curl. Drop it, row it, squeeze, squeeze, good. Core's engaged, nice job. Not just going through the motions, find that pull and switch. Left hand, drive, squeeze, stand it, elbow pinned, curl it, get into that bicep, drive it. Good, so pulling on that row. Then finishing with that bicep. And stop. Nice job. All right, we are to the floor. We have a final group. This is going to be more core focused. So we just have 2 rounds. It's going to be 40 seconds on 10 seconds, or 40 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So first one, we're just doing a Russian twist. Okay, Russian twist for 40 seconds. Ready? And go. So you can have those heels grounded. We're sitting back. We're dropping that dumbbell. We pull it back to center. You're finding neutral. Every rep. Find neutral. Find neutral. That dumbbell lowers. We're just getting that slight rotation through that body. Do not think twist, okay? You're not twisting and dropping that bicep or that dumbbell. You're dropping that dumbbell, just getting that slight rotation. Good. And stop, 10 seconds. We're laying it back. We have that dumbbell bicycle. We hit knee to head of that dumbbell and go, 40 seconds. Knee to head of that dumbbell, slow and controlled. We drive, drive, good. Focus on that breathing. Do not hold your breath. Push that air out, keeping that belly button pulled in, slow and controlled. Head of that dumbbell hits that opposite knee. 40 seconds. And stop, release. We are back up, final round. Russian twist to bicycle, ready? And go, we lean it back. We drop that dumbbell, getting that slight rotation through that upper body. Using that opposite oblique to bring that weight back to center. Drop, back to center, squeeze. Good. Working that core. Keeping that belly button pulled in. Nice job, 10 seconds. You got this. And stop. 10 seconds off, we finish with those bicycles for 40. Ready? And go. So head of that weight to that knee. Right. Left. Good. Right. Left. Keeping those legs at a hover. We hover. Hover. Good. You got this. We have 10 seconds to go. Focus on that breath. Don't hold your breath. 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, that is it for pull strength today, you guys. Way to show up. Have a good day. Bye.